Hunt Bonneau reporting live from an undisclosed location. We're here somewhere in America, and I saw this road here, and I'm reminded of a story Jesus told in the Bible. And anytime I'm reading the Bible and I hear something about injury lawyers, or lawyers nonetheless, I want to pay attention. And there was this one time that this lawyer came to Jesus and said, hey, how do we get to heaven? And Jesus said, well, you're a lawyer. I mean, how do you read it? And he was a lawyer of the religious law. And he said, well, I know you got to love God and love your neighbor. And Jesus said, okay, then go do it. And the dude, he's probably an insurance defense lawyer, probably. He said, well, who's my neighbor? And that gets us to the good part of this story. Because anytime an insurance adjuster makes up something dumb, it gets good. And so Jesus told a story about a guy that was on a rocky road just like this. In fact, it could have been this road. We don't know for sure. I think it was over near Jerusalem, but it's just like this one. And he said this dude was going down this road and some robbers beat him up, left him half dead. Now we need to detour away from the story, because when he says half dead, you're wondering, how can you be half dead? And luckily for us, in the 80s, Billy Crystal in the movie The Princess Bride coined the phrase, mostly dead. And so we know from the theology of Hollywood that mostly dead, half dead, it really just means the dude's going to die if we don't do something. And so Jesus talked about a preacher going by and he didn't do nothing. And another dude went by and he didn't do nothing. But finally this Samaritan, probably like a personal injury lawyer, he goes up, and Jesus said the distinguishing factor from him is he had compassion. He had compassion. What did he do? He went down and gave him first aid, bandaged him up, put him on his donkey, got him some transportation to the emergency room, paid the emergency room bill, took care of him, took care of the guy that was mostly dead. And then here's the key. He doesn't just leave it at that. He says, hey, I'm leaving, but I'll pay for every bill there is, whatever it takes to make this guy better. I'm going to come back and pay every dollar. So I like to see the Good Samaritan was probably a personal injury lawyer. Jesus didn't go into that, but a good analysis and some common sense is that what Jesus was really saying is everybody start acting more like personal injury lawyers, and let's show some compassion on people. All right, I'm going back to my hike. I'm a professional hiker.